The other night, Sydney and I decided to make what we call tree pancakes, which are pancakes where all of the ingredients come from trees, except for the egg. And we figured it might be fun to share the recipe and the process with you all here, so let's get into it. Main thing is the flour. Now this time we used flour that we purchased from the Asheville Nuttery. It's a pancake mix that is acorn flour and buckwheat, so we're cheating a little bit because there's buckwheat in there, but you can buy straight acorn flour at specialty grocery stores. You can buy it online. You can make it yourself. We've made some videos about acorn flour, and we'll be making more in the future. Then we added our nuts. We're using black walnuts because I have a massive stash of black walnuts squirreled away in my house. You can see all of the ingredients here, but you could use any other tree nut, walnuts from the store, pecans. You could buy black walnuts online. We added a little bit of lemon to the almond milk. You could use different nut-based milks. Almonds are not the only nut that you can make milk from. We're using hickory oil instead of butter, and again, there are other trees that you can make oil from. You can make oil from pretty much any nut, which includes black walnuts and acorns. Maple syrup, again, you can make syrup from different types of trees, but we have maple syrup on hand, so that's what we're using. And you can see the recipe here. You can pause real quick if you want to get the exact measurements for what we did. Now, the serviceberries happened to be ripe when we decided to make these pancakes, so we put them in because they were fresh and ripe, and they do grow on a tree, although I typically refer to a Juneberry serviceberry as more of a shrub. You could also use mulberries or any other types of berries that grows on trees and shrubs. I mean, really, there's no rules here. This is all just for fun. You could use blueberries. I would count blueberries as coming off of a tree, even though blueberries are short, definitely more of a shrub. They're still woody, at least. We also used olive oil to lubricate the pan. Olives come on trees, so that, therefore, qualifies as a tree ingredient. And also chocolate chips. Chocolate, again, coming from cacao, which is a tree. I do recommend having a spatula on hand. We didn't have a spatula on hand, so we kind of improvised. We used a makeshift lid and then used a fork and a knife to flip them. You got to do what you got to do to get them pancakes. Sydney did a really good job flipping these, though, I gotta say, and they came out amazing. Sydney is definitely the certified pancake flipper of the house. I am not very good at it, but this goes great with eggs and bacon, other breakfast foods. If you want to make something like this, you can do it. You can certainly do it. Let me know if you guys have any ideas for what we could substitute the egg for that would still come on a tree. The egg really helps thicken it up. We actually wound up adding 2 eggs instead of the 1 that the recipe called for, so let me know what you think. And as per usual, there is a version of this video on YouTube, although this is one of those situations where the shorter video, the Reels type video, and the YouTube video are actually about the same length, but we'll be putting out a lot more content on how we crack black walnuts, how we forage black walnuts, how we make acorn flour, picking the Juneberries. These are all things that are kind of in the works, so stay tuned for those videos if you're interested. And to end it out, I'll leave you guys with some footage of just cracking the black walnuts, because I think it is satisfying to watch them come apart. Really pretty much my favorite nut. I love black walnuts. Anyway, catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for tuning in.